I think that you're seeing a lot of signs right now that the industry is changing because of piracy, and that's been true throughout the last couple of hundred years. That sort of one generation's pirates become the next generation's pioneers. So when they were copying sheet music in the sheets of London, one half of the population was saying it's great, we can get this music that we can play in our homes for much cheaper, and then another segment of the population, a very tiny segment that controlled what was becoming copyright, were very upset about this. You saw this with cassettes, you saw this with the VCR, you saw this with cable television, you saw it with FM radio. All of these technologies have always disrupted a business model, but then basically that business model has to adapt to this new reality. And I think a lot of the things that we're seeing on YouTube, which when YouTube was originally born, everybody was complaining that it was just this haven for piracy. But that was sort of a baby step in the way that people were beginning to express themselves there. They were saying, oh wow, this is great, I can publish, why don't I publish an episode of Saturday Night Live? The next step for them is to either say, oh, I want to rearrange that episode of Saturday Night Live to make a point, or hey, why don't I pick up a camera and do it myself? So I think you're seeing the industry really adapt to these new realities. And I mean, just a couple of weeks ago, basically the record label said we can't release music with digital rights management anymore because nobody wants it. So the market forces are basically forcing the industry to adapt to the digital realities, but it's going to take a little bit of time before all the old guard basically give up. But it's such a different landscape now in music. I mean, when was the last time you bought a CD or you bought an album from a major label artist? We have so much more choice now. I have much more ability to hear about a unique act in a different city and to actually purchase that from them than I ever have had before. And that, in some way, is a result of what we used to call piracy.